Next up in our Homelab series, Server 2022 from Microsoft. Not something you would expect anybody to install in a Homelab. I'm going to show you the reason why here in just a minute. Y'all stay with me. Hey everybody, Scott Burnett here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's doing well today. Hope you're doing good. And on a rainy Friday, can't think of anything better to work on Homelab. So, Server 2022, not something you would see in a Homelab environment. But I had a comment on a video that I made. The video was on how to send a ctrl-alt-delete command to a remote desktop instance, whether it be Windows 10, Windows 11, Server 2016 or 19. Well, the comment came back and said, can prove that it does not work on Server 2022. Well, at work we don't have any Server 22 that I know of in our domain that I work on. It's all 2019. I don't have anything here. And I did a bunch of research and nobody has said anything about it. And I said, well, I'm going to figure out if it's true or not and how to actually send a ctrl-alt-delete command to that server. So let's switch over. So Server 2022, you can download the ISO from Microsoft, and all the links will be in the description. You can do 2016, 2019, 2022, and they give you a 180-day evaluation copy that's legal to do anything besides production. You wouldn't want to do production on it, but you can refire this evaluation, I think 5 or 6 times. So I mean, it'll allow you to run Server 22 to test with a long time and not have to pay that crazy license fee. So here it is. All the links be in the description. I downloaded this. It was 5 gigs. So we're going to go over to our Homelab. And you can see I already have my Ubuntu server that I created the other day. And I created a Server 22 just to make sure there was nothing odd about the install. So what we'll do, we'll go up here to our PVE node and hit Create VM. We're in our node. Our ID is that. We're going to say Windows Server. Can't have space. Okay. We're not going to let it start at boot. We're going to do that manually. Hit Next. I've got the ISO on here. Here's my server evaluation, 5 gigs. We're going to tell it's a Windows server, and it's Windows 11 to 2022. Default graphics card, Q35, UEFI BIOS. Our EFI storage, now you have to have an EFI disk and a normal disk. We're going to tell it VM storage. We're going to tell it to run the agent. You have to add TPM, and that's what it looks like. Don't know why it says IDE. We're going to tell it to go SATA. Our storage is going to be on VM storage. We're going to say 40 gigs. We're going to have SSD emulation. No cache. We're going to give it 2 cores because this is not going to be a barn burner. This is just a test. 2 cores. 4 gigs of RAM. All we need. This is just a test machine. We're going to use our network device. It's already set up. And we're going to tell it to emulate an E1000. And that's it. And here we have it. We'll hit Finish. And it's going to build it over here on the left hand side. And we're going to tell it to go. I'm going to open up a bigger console here. Now when you get greeted with a screen for the install, it'll have the basic server, which will be a command line interface. Or you can do the desktop experience. So you have a standard evaluation or the desktop experience. Now you can do the data center, which is mainly SQL and file shares and that kind of, and web and stuff. We're going to do that guy right there. I'm going to accept the EULA. We're going to do a custom install. There's our 40 gig drive. Instead of having to go through and create a new partition, all you have to do is hit next, and it will create all your partitions for you. Now, if you want to do it manually, you can. And I'll spin you right on through this. It only takes a little bit. Okay, so the server, as I showed you on my watch, it joined the network. Now we're back. This probably took 3 or 4 minutes to build the VM. So I'm going to go ahead and put my password in. This has to be 1 cap, 1 symbol, 8 characters. So here you would go through and add it to a domain. You know, after you get all your updates, add it to a domain and everything. Add all your features, roles, all that stuff. It being at home here, I'm not going to do that. So here is server 2022. Sitting there running, and it tells you down here in the bottom, the Windows license valid for 180 days, and then you can go rearm it. That's what the term is, rearm it. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go over to the control panel, and we're going to go to remote, we're going to tell it small icons, system. You see all the stuff. It looks just like Server 2019, really. It's not much different. So I'm going to go to Remote Desktop. I'm going to enable Remote Desktop. Keep it awake. I'm going to go to Advanced Settings. I'm going to turn this NLA off, because here at home I don't need that. So I should have remote desktop access to this machine. So I'm going to do ipconfig. There we go. So network's good, storage is good, the whole bit. So the comment said that you could not send a Ctrl-Alt-Delete to a remote desktop session. So gray that out. Alright, you can use that. Alright, so here I am, remote desktop instance. So I want to send a remote. I wish I had a Windows keyboard. This is a Mac keyboard. Let me change my keyboard out. I'll be right back. Okay, so I switched to an older Logitech keyboard. Let's go back here and we'll go Ctrl-Alt-End. No, it works. So I did Ctrl-Alt-End on this keyboard, and that worked. So then you have to ask, let me make sure I'm on the right machine. Yeah, 4 gigs of RAM. This is it. So I'll do it one more time. Ctrl-Alt-End. Task Manager works. So one of the things you got to be asking the person who did this comment, and I'll make a comment to him, are there group policies that do not allow you to do this? Because you can go in group policy and set up policies that won't allow you to do anything. So that does work. So I will reply to the comment. I'll put this video in the comment, and maybe it'll help them. As far as what you want to do after you go through and set up your Server 2022, you want to go down here to All Settings. You want to go to the bottom right like you would in Windows 10. All Settings, go down to the bottom, Update and Security. If you're not on a domain, you want to go through and you want to get all your updates for your Defender or whatever antivirus you use. All your Windows updates. This is Black Friday 2022, November 25th. I don't know if they have rolled out 22H2 for this yet. Let me see what version I'm on here. I am on about 21H2. So I'm on 21H2 right here. Let's see what it gives me on updates. Everything's 21H2 on all these updates. So I don't know if they've rolled it out yet. I know they have for Windows 10. So there you have it. Server 2022 on your Proxmox Homelab setup. Seems to run good. Now I built one yesterday just to test everything. I didn't test the Ctrl-Alt-End. But yeah, it works. I'll post that in the comments. Put everything in the description. So the next thing in our Homelab will be moving our project server for DaVinci Resolve to an Ubuntu server. We're going to do that. Links in the description on the video of the YouTube creator that I found this on. He does a great job. He's actually a software developer. He does a great job on things. But yeah, Server 22 runs good. Took 5 minutes. So anyway, hope y'all enjoy this video. Give me a like if you like this kind of content. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell to be notified. Enjoy doing this. I enjoy all the geek nerdy stuff, plus fishing, outdoors, chainsaws, lawnmowers. I mean, I enjoy a lot of stuff. So hope everybody's doing great today. Hope you're having a good day. And like I always say, until the next video, thanks for watching.